Hello and welcome back after that amazing episode. I've watched all these and I think that might be my favorite episode. There was just so many like little character moments in there that I just loved. I don't know if you noticed that my favorite one though is every time Kim, you tell everyone to look like a direction. Everybody looks except for Sujata looks directly at the camera. And like gives like a stupid face. It's my favorite. It's so good. And then she's like, oh, she's just looking at different, and then she actually sees what Kim is describing. It's so good. Oh man, that was fun. So some good moments in there. If you guys have any questions you want to ask these guys, go ahead and throw it in the chat with big question in all caps. And I see there are a few in here already, so I'll jump right into those. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do
it. Moira, have you found any love since Elaine?
No. Moira is actually currently on a mission. If you look at her character sheet, there's a whole doodad. Basically, she's holding on to the hand of her husband.
Like the actual physical hand?
The skeletal hand, because in her culture, it's...
as one does.
It's just right? That's
obviously
pretty common.
It's a show of honor. If you take a warrior sword hand and you go put it in a place of honor, especially if it's like a famous temple to their deity. So Moira is looking for a place to put this thing, and that's when she's finally going to be able to put everything to rest. It's going to be a while. Also, I don't think she gives a shit about love. She doesn't care.
Oh wow.
She's
okay.
busy. She's got too much shit to do.
She's very no nonsense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's very no nonsense.
Nice. That makes sense.
Cat mom.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
She's got to make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like how that your backstory though almost feels like a reverse Jaime Lannister type situation. It's terrible. Maybe.
No.
And then the same question was to you, Lilith. Has Lilith? I'm calling you Lilith as your actual real name.
Fine.
Yeah. Have you ever been in love, Lilith?
Lilith has been in love. She was in love with a nobleman, a duke, and but she kind of made fun of him, or kind of embarrassed him as part of one of my comedic shticks, like my stand-up comedy routines.
That Lilith just does all the time. She's on tour throughout Faerun.
Yeah, and it's one of my ways that I make money. Telling jokes. And so, that really pissed him off, and now he's after my head.
Whoa.
So actually, we're very much not in love anymore.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Sad day.
So he's chasing after you? Have you encountered him since?
We have not encountered him since.
Uh-oh.
I'm hoping that we won't, because I wouldn't want to have to kill him, but
Do you still love him? Does Lilith still love him?
No.
No.
No, not really. No.
All right. Well, then you should be fine when you meet him. Just be like, you're dead. I'll slay you with a look.
It's just the repercussions of killing him might bring an onslaught of a whole army against me.
Oh.
So that's why I'm trying to run away and not go after him.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I had no idea you were so cold and calculating, but now that does make sense. Good question, Captain Mook. And let's move on to... Oh, yes. Is Lilith a self-taught musician, or did she have a teacher?
No, she's all self-taught. Totally.
Yeah, learn how to play the guitar herself?
What's that?
She learned to play the guitar all by herself?
Yeah, well, she was orphaned when she was 5 years old. I should say I. I was orphaned when I was 5 years old. And so...
It's okay. You don't have the makeup on. It's all right. You're not in character right now.
Right. So she had to teach herself everything. That's kind of like how she developed all of her survival skills of being an entertainer, was just living and doing it all on her own.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, she's a demon blood, so demon born, so her parents didn't really care about her. Right. sad little Lilith.
Sad little Lilith, but she seems so happy and positive on the show, though.
But now, I mean,
Now you have a family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has a family, and she's super powerful now.
Right.
She's like, whatever.
Can't go wrong there. That's a good story. Awesome, cool. This is to both of you guys from Indigo 5 Alpha. Who in the group would you say is the sassiest?
Probably Ichabod. Oh, as our characters
Or the people.
Good question. Let's do characters first and then people after.
I think Lilith is kind of sassy
Yeah,
sometimes.
Lilith is pretty sassy.
Yeah, she can get sassy. Moira's gotten a little sassier. She used to not be quite as sassy.
Yeah.
But since we've been playing recently,
Yeah, she's gotten a little sass.
yeah, she's
Little
gotten a
sass.
little bit more sassy.
She puts some stank on it.
Yeah.
She's, from how no nonsense she was before, she went even more no nonsense. Yeah. She can't handle people trying to stop her when she's going to do something that is right and just.
Yeah, right.
She'll fuck you up.
I don't even know if that's sassy though, because that's I feel like that's
She's,
just
well,
being a
she's
paladin.
sassier.
Trust me, Greg.
She talks
She's gotten.
back
Oh,
She
really?
talks back a lot now.
Yeah, she's not holding back.
All right, I believe you. I believe you. You guys have played a lot more since even this session was recorded, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's played with Nathan.
Yeah.
and Moira was pretty sassy then, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Well then, okay. Now, Indigo 5 Alpha said Lilith was the one that he thought was or he or she thought was the most sassy.
Yeah,
So-
Lilith's pretty sassy.
Now, does that correlate to actual people in the group
I'd say so.
as far as sass level goes?
I used to be very, very sassy as a youngster. It's something that I've tried to reel in as I've gotten older, but the thoughts are always there,
Yeah.
whether I say them or not.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you get older, you get you realize the repercussions of the sass way more than you do the benefits, because there aren't that many really. You think there's going to be I'm standing up for myself, but then you just actually come off like a jerk most times.
Well, when you first come to Hollywood, attitude is all they want. They want to see
Right.
your attitude, and then after 10 years of an attitude, they're like, all right, that's enough.
Hold off on the attitude, right? You're not a plucky teenager anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to. This is an interesting one. Also from Captain Muck. Good job. Do you think anyone in the group would fall for Ichabod?
We've talked about this.
Yeah, we kind of have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sujata and I have talked a little bit about if Moira and Ichabod would ever get together, and we're not sure yet. I think it'll be a will they, won't they? I don't know.
Oh yeah, do we have some shippers in the chat?
I had one person before, they were like, I love the idea of Ichabod and Moira, and I was like, all right, sure.
Sure.
I don't know.
She seems too noble for him. It would have to be a situation where Moira's very drunk, I feel.
I mean, that's how they got the kiss, so.
Right.
Yeah, it's the drunk ring. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, there's something to explore there.
Yeah. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Ichabod
Who
just
knows?
wants love.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, it doesn't matter where it comes from. He just wants
It really
love.
doesn't.
And right now it's coming from Bulbasaur, which I think is appropriate.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So many good Luna. Everybody loves Luna just hanging out in the background there. Oh, she's just chilling. She was asleep over there before.
Yeah.
Cute Doge. Yes. Thank you. Oh, Sundoggo. I feel like that's your name, Oh Sundoggo, is the you're doing a yoga pose.
Sundog.
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 A downward sundog. So here's a question from Fooster for you, Rachel. Moira was able to talk to animals. Since she is a paladin, who is her patron god?
So, in the Forgotten Realms right now, it's Helm. before I had a different god, but it was a different. I think it was like an Eberron god. Helm is sort of a fit, but I wanted one that was more nature oriented because that was really the path she went down, being Oath of the Ancients. So it's Helm. It's Helm.
It's Helm.
For now, probably. I don't know. Probably permanently, but yeah.
Nice. And he has a bit of a nature connotation, doesn't he?
Sorta. It's more just like Lady Liberty, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very righteous.
Yeah. Which is good for paladins. I feel like that's a paladin type thing.
Yeah.
But,
definitely a paladin thing, which is why he ended up being sort of like the paladin default god.
Yeah.
Is it Tyr that's the
other one?
I'm thinking of Sylvanas.
You're thinking of Sylvanas from Warcraft?
No.
The archer? No, you're thinking of.
It's a god whose emblem is like an oak leaf.
Oh, no, that is Sylvana. Sylvana?
Sylvana?
I think so.
Sylvana.
Yeah.
I was thinking about. It's Helm for now. Maybe it'll change. Maybe it won't. Maybe she'll be godless.
Yeah, maybe she'll have a change of faith when she's seduced by Ichabod and the dark side.
Oh.
You have all of a sudden follow a dwarven god now. You'll be like, I love Moradin. It is
I'm here
Sylvanas.
for it.
Or you'll just worship Ichabod. Ichabod.
Ichabod. Ichabod.
There's another hashtag.
when he dies and his comes back as the dwarf savior. Yeah, I love it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So here's a Luna question. Two of them actually. So Jair Zaborg says, "Who is Luna's companion each game? Like, who does she hang? Like, does she hang out on one person's lap, or does she?"
Yeah, she hops. She lap hops.
She's a lap hopper.
She wants all of the attention from everyone.
The different attention from different people too. It's very important.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Do we know her class and race? Does she have a
Lethal Face?
Usually she plays Little Face.
Yeah, she actually has a character in our game called Little Face.
Little Face.
Yeah, she's just a little companion.
Aw.
She's usually a stray.
Yeah.
She's a stray. Can you guys see Erica popping in there? You gotta go farther in. Yeah, there you go. Farther.
Well,
That's awesome. Well, that now you answer the question, but Vaxelar says, is Luna secretly playing Bulbasaur? And I think Kim channels Luna when playing Bulbasaur.
yeah, Kim's like, yeah.
That was
Yeah,
certainly
I think
clear.
Luna's D&D persona is actually Bulbasaur.
This makes sense.
A giant dinosaur.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Kudos to Kim for doing 3 different animal
In that one.
characters
Yeah.
this time.
Specific.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, right there you go. Nice. Can you wait? I have a question for you, Kim. Before you leave, were you channeling the birds from Cinderella when you were being the bird in the last one?
I don't know what I was channeling. I was like, this is a bird voice. Okay. Whatever I did, I don't remember.
It was like perfect Disney movie. I loved it.
I love it. Good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Lawful,
Good stuff.
adorable.
Appreciate
Lawful
it.
adorable.
Lawful adorable is the alignment. Nice.
Oh my god.
That's perfect.
Allie, here's a question for you from Hanselman. How many different types of stringed instruments do you have, and what is your favorite to play? But for you, not Lilith, is the question.
Right. I guess I would say I have 3. I play violin, mandolin, and guitar. And I'd say violin's mostly been my favorite, but lately I've been playing a lot more guitar. And I've been learning that and practicing it mostly lately. So that's the one I've been enjoying the most lately.
That's
but
cool.
I love playing violin too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you do Losing My Religion on the mandolin?
You know, the band that I used to be in, we used to do a cover of Losing My Religion. And I think I played violin on that song, though.
Oh, that's weird.
But
Does someone
maybe
else do the mandolin
next
part?
Yeah.
Maybe
'cause-
next screen.
Yeah, there were like 3 people in that band, so we all mixed up the parts. But yeah, maybe I can learn that for the next stream
Yeah.
on mandolin.
That'd be awesome. For when Moira.
Moira changes gods.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Oh my god. And then just in the corner can like a glass of milk spill over.
Oh boy, good. I'm glad we're planning ahead.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah, I want to come on and sing for that because I'm terrible at singing, but I love that song. And
I was like, that's a very random choice, but I love that song.
it's so good. Very cool. So yeah, does Lilith know the exact same instruments, or does she only know one or two?
Lilith also plays the dulcimer, which is what I played in this the episode before.
Uh-huh.
Which I've only started playing since I started playing D&D. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like an expert at that. I just kind of play it for this.
Right.
So.
Years of practice. You got to get those fingers bleeding.
That's right. Yeah.
I was never good at any of that stuff. So kudos to you for just being able to be like, oh, here's a new instrument. I'll just learn how to do it.
I come from a musical family, a musical on my mom's side. Like her dad played every instrument in the book, so
Nice.
I got those genes, luckily.
It's amazing. I have a brother-in-law, my wife's brother, who can be like, listen to a song and be like, oh, okay. And then he just like can jam it out on a piano. I'm like, how do you do this? He's like, well, it's just this, this, and this. And I'm like, no, I don't know those language at all. So Aaron has always been like, I hope our kids don't get your genes of the not, being tone deaf. And I think we're 50-50. I think we got half. One is definitely loves music, but is not good at it. And the other one might have a little bit of a voice. It's pretty funny.
But that's good. They can always develop it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. They need discipline, which they also did not learn from me. JFC Fuller asks, Lilith has the highest charisma in the group, which makes sense. So why does she let Moira take the lead? Oh, that's interesting.
Moira's a steamroller.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like I feel like the way that Lilith's charisma plays out the most is if I have to charm someone into like, letting us through or get somewhere. Like we played a game last night where we definitely weren't allowed to be like anywhere where I wanted to go, and I just had to like charm them and convince them that I was working there. So I feel like it plays out more in that way. But Moira's, she's just kind of more of a bulldozer.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's a good cop, bad cop situation too, where like
definitely. Yeah, Moira's definitely bad cop.
Yeah,
also,
you're the bad
cop. A part of charisma is also like having the awareness of like when to lay low, and then when to come forward and use my stuff.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
He's sexy cop, and I'm brass knuckle cop.
I don't think that's a thing.
Well, we just made it up.
Persuasive. I'm very persuasive.
No, people listen to you.
Fine. But yeah, just because she's authority.
Yeah, I fought authority.
Not, like, charming at all. Just like.
Yeah, but you can get a lot that way if you just act like you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
well, she does.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
And then when she doesn't, that's when Lilith steps in.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
She's the finesse.
You guys fight crime.
Try to finesse.
Finesse.
The entertaining.
Oh my God, this is such a good idea. I don't know why we didn't do this, but Sundog says, can he donate a bit or something to give Luna a treat? Yay! You did it! You did it!
That's adorable. Oh my gosh. That's going to happen in all of our streams.
All the streams from now on. This is the best idea in the world. I hope Sundog actually did put a bit in or not, but feed the dogga and you get some treats. That's amazing.
Look at your little face.
Adorable.
Fooster asked this question to you, Allie. I feel like we covered this when you were on before, but a lot of people didn't watch that Q&A. Did you play D&D before you played Girls Guts Glory with these ladies?
Nope. They introduced me. Yep. And I thought it was weird at first, and I thought it was like, okay, it's kind of nerdy. But now I like it.
Now you're kind of nerdy.
Now I'm
Now
kind
I'm
of
kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
That's cool. What was it
I've been
about?
playing for like a year and a half now, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Did you
What's
have
that?
a preconceived notion of what it was ahead of time, and then how much did that change?
I had no idea what it even was at all. Like I saw it like hinted at in Stranger Things, but I didn't really know like anything about it until they were like, "Do you want to play D&D?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is." So yeah, I was totally a virgin in that sense, I guess.
Nice. Who convinced
I had
you?
no idea.
Who was the one who
Huh?
convinced you?
Kim and Erica.
Nice.
Yeah.
The full court
They
press.
were like, we want to do an all girls group. And so I was like, okay, that sounds fun. As long as we don't have to play with any dudes who are like a bummer.
Right. And then Ichabod showed up, and you're like,
What a bummer.
what a bummer.
He is a good bummer.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you're in and playing it. And I think, I've said it before with you guys, but the act of being someone as a beginner and playing is a part of the fandom that I don't think Dungeons and Dragons has like done a good job of focusing on, and you guys are perfect for that. So I'm so glad you got to come in and see it and knock it out of the park too. That's the motion for knocking things out of parks. Awesome. So I saw one. Oh yeah. Fooster also, it was a good question, Fooster. And here's another follow up. As actors, do you like having the control you do as players? So have you shown up to a gig or something like that and been like, oh, I can't tell them what my character is going to do?
Yeah. I definitely like the freedom that we have to like create the character, and I think my favorite part of it is that we don't know what's happening at any given moment. Like it's all improv.
Incredibly genuine too.
Yeah, and when you go on a set, you usually have a pretty good idea of, like there's a script, so like you have to follow the script, and there is discovery in it, but depending on what kind of project you're filming, you might not have like a lot of time to play before you shoot, and it's kind of just like you're just thrown in there. You got to make something happen in a couple takes, and then you're moving on.
Right.
So from an acting perspective, I don't know. D&D is fun because you're like just going. You have no idea what's happening, and you just have to like make it up as you go.
Yeah, I like them. I like both in different ways. I enjoy creating a character within certain confines. I think that's a lot of stretching my limits and flexing the actor muscles, being able to sort of create from the ground of what they've given you.
Right.
But also just being free to do whatever the fuck you want is fun. Being like, I'm going to be a Goliath druid because I can. Stop me if you want. Yeah, I like both. They're fun. It's all fun. It's all fun.
It's
Acting
all
is
fun.
Yeah.
But do you feel like more empowered by any chance of like how because I know there's some actors who go in and are only script people, and like I only want to do the script. I'm not going to improvise at all because of that. And then there are people who are like, oh, well, I'm going to maybe push a little bit to be like, oh, what if this idea? Like I knew actors who I used to be a stage manager, and part of my job was giving line readings to people because they were getting the words wrong. And I remember a bunch of actors I knew who'd be like, well, I'm paraphrasing because I'm saying it better. Like it makes more sense to say it the way that I'm writing it rather than the way the author did. And they'll push that a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, but and obviously that's a certain personality type of, we're not going to get into that. But they felt like they were like, oh, okay to do that. And I wonder if you guys being empowered and being like, oh, this is how we do this around the D&D table, has that infected your work in any other ways? Have you been like a little bit more like, oh, maybe my character could do this? And obviously not being the mean kind of person that dude was, but have you been more empowered to make more suggestions in the process?
For me, it always depends on what project I'm working on and who the writer is. If it's really great writing, you want to serve the work that they put in to make it great, and so there's not necessarily a reason to deviate from that. But yeah, I always ask the director if it's like a television show where it's just like, you know, a procedural and they're just like writing, you know, kind of like basic dialogue. Then sometimes there is room to change like little things. And then, like I said, with improv and stuff, I think it depends on how much time you have to film a given scene. If you have the time to play and explore, or if it's, you know, if you have to just go ahead and get it done.
And if there's like a sense of collaboration in it too.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, obviously beyond the basic, you're all working together to create this thing, but a willingness to alter and change, then yeah. But otherwise, I think
depends on who the other actors are too.
Yeah.
Right.
Sticking to the script is still pretty solid career move.
You gotta wait until you're stars, right? Until you can be like,
no. When I'm Kate Blanchett, I'll be able to.
First off, where's my bowl of brown M&Ms? Second off, this script is terrible, and I'm rewriting all of it.
I'm rewriting the entire thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm trying to get as many D&D references into the script as possible.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the most important thing
I'm
from my
literally just
perspective.
going to say lines from Star Wars. You have to work it into the script somehow.
Yeah. All right. That sounds like a challenge. You're like, I'm a really good actor, and I'm only good at saying lines that are in other movies. So
yeah.
We'll just cobble them all together until it's a
make it work. Make it work.
Continuous story. All right, this is a question I'm actually curious about. JFC Fuller asks, who has the biggest dice collection out of the party?
Ooh. Right now, currently, I'd say it's probably a tie between Erica and I, because when we went to SDCC, we got a lot of dice. We each spent a lot of money on dice in that. Yeah. You
showed me your awesome haul. It was
yeah,
pretty
that
sweet.
was just from SDCC, put with all my other dice. It's I don't know how many sets I have. It's not like a truly impressive collection, but it's at least north of 10.
It's not a problem, really, per se. Yet. It could be.
It's verging. It's right on the edge, on the cusp of being a problem, where you can see it teetering and you're going, oh no, okay.
Oh, no, wait.
I guess I'm just going to be poor. That's fine.
When you start getting like Moonrock dice and
Dragon
Glass dice.
I have the nice opalite dice. I got a giant one, but that was a gift. And then my boyfriend bought me these beautiful like green tiger's eye that are really nice. So my collection has started to get a little bougie.
Bougie. What's the definition of bougie? I've heard it used in so many different ways that I don't even know what it means anymore.
Bourgeois.
Right. That's where it came from. But people just seem to use it as like a negative now. Like it's just bad. Like it's bougie. It's bad.
Quote unquote higher class and hierarchical French Revolution bullshit.
Right. Which is what that's what I thought it meant. But like people just seem to use it now as, whatever they're just mad about.
Yeah.
So, okay. It's
catch-all.
Language changes over time. I get it. But that one.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Meaning the opposite of literally.
I literally cannot.
Yeah. I'm literally dying.
I am literally dead right now.
I literally just peed my pants.
Yeah.
Laughing at all these things.
You're like, no, you're
no. Like, what'd you do? Did you change?
Figuratively, just peed in your pants.
That's an old David Cross bit where he's like, "So what'd you do? Did you change your pants? Like, what happened?" He's like, "No, I didn't actually. I literally peed my pants." And he's like,
"I literally."
Wait a second. But speaking of dice, there are some awesome dice coming to HasCon. Check this out.
My little pony, my little pony.
Friendship is magic. Oh my God, this is awesome. It comes in this little tin for your collective dice, and then you'll get all the things you'll need there.
Show us.
I shall show you. They're pink.
It's too high.
Too high.
He's showing the other people.
He's showing the actual stream.
Yeah, because I have 3 cameras. Here you go. Just go ahead, take it.
Which one?
The D20. Here you go.
Slowly, like, orbit from camera to camera.
They're
Yeah.
pink.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little glitters.
Can you see a little bit better there now? There you go. That's for their benefit, guys. Pretty cool. I'm excited about it. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can because people here in this building really want them a lot, and I know people outside the building do too. The only place you can get them though is at HasCon, which is in Providence, Rhode Island, September 8th through the 10th. If you're in the New England area, I suggest you look into tickets there because there's tons of Hasbro brands there, including My Little Pony, including Dungeons & Dragons, including Magic the Gathering. There's Star Wars and Marvel stuff there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to be there. Mike Merles is going to be there. Chris Lindsay is going to be there. Richard Witters is going to be there. And Danny Hartel is going to be there. Dan, I saw you, Danny, in the chat. She will be a Batiri Goblin there on the HasCon floor.
Her goblin is so good.
It's so amazingly terrifying. Like, I'm scared of her when she puts it on. It's not okay. But you can go get as close to her as you're willing to get and take pictures with her in the D&D booth at Hasbro. And I'll be there. Trevor Kidd will be there. So come and hang out with us and ask us any questions you might have. It'll be super fun. That's September 8th through the 10th. There's awesome events that you can go to. So if you have family members who may be a little bit young, there are amazing events where you can sign up and get them playing with you. There's ones that are designed for kids 10 and younger and ones for 10 and older. So I suggest you jump into those. If you're interested, go to hascon.hasbro.com and click on the tickets tab. Scroll all the way to the down, and you'll see all the D&D events all down at the bottom of that tickets page. So I suggest you do that. I'm going to keep saying suggest. I'm suggesting that people do things, but I'm actually just telling them to do them.
Commanding,
yes, exactly. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is an awesome Idle game that was announced a couple of weeks ago, but the exciting thing that's happening right now is that the closed alpha just started. But it's closed. No one can get it except for, maybe you guys and us. But you can ask to get in there by going to idlechampions.com. Sign up for checking out the alpha. You'll help them test it, get it ready for launch. And there's tons of D&D characters in there. In an idle game, what you do is you send out your party on a mission. Goes for a long time. They kill monsters. They get loot. They get XP. And it all is happening in real time. So even if you're not there paying attention every bit of the way, you're always collecting loot and XP and getting your characters to be better. And there's ways that you can optimize your party so it's a little bit more effective than it would be if not participating to it. But it's a fun kind of game that you can always be having in the background while you're playing. Again, the characters that you can do, though, are all Forgotten Realms characters. There's Jarl Axel. There's Minsk and Boo from the Baldur's Gate series. Also, all the Force Grey champions are now in there. So you can see Archon, that's Joe Manganiello's Dragonborn Paladin character. Hitch will be added at a later date. That's Utkarsh's character. And yeah, they're very exciting. Go check it out, idlechampions.com. You can also follow them on Twitter at idlechampions. The D&D Adventure Grid. Do you guys know about this? It's a whole bunch of cardboard, essentially, basically like board game grade cardboard that folds up, and it can be a one side is going to have like a dungeon tile map that you can move your miniatures on. The other side is going to be outside wilderness area that you can move your miniatures around. Folds up, goes on your shelf. You can put it in your bag with your D&D books, take it with you. It's a little bit better, I think, than the roll-up maps that you can have with you and do dry erase on. These are both dry and wet erase that you can write on, so perfect for gaming on the go, or if you're just bringing stuff as a Dungeon Master to places. That comes out October 17th in game stores. I'm going to be psyched about that. Tomb of Annihilation, which you guys have been playing through, is going to be coming out on September 8th. That's right, in game stores, September 8th. Everybody can check it out then. It'll be open wide on September 19th, so you can get it on ordering any number of places from there. But if you really want to get into it at first glance, September 8th is the way to do it. There will also be first day DLC, as my colleague Chris Lindsay likes to say, with the Guild Adept program on DM's Guild. So what this is he's tapped 10 RPG writers who have been creating stuff for the Dungeon Masters Guild. They're all been writing lots of really fun, interesting content that have stuff to do with the Tomb of Annihilation storyline. So some of it is mechanics based, some of it is adventures based, or monsters or magic items. They're all working together, collaborating in different ways, and all that stuff will be available for download on the Dungeon Masters Guild on September 8th. So in addition to getting the adventure, you can also, if you're interested, check out these other things from some really top-notch RPG designers. And if you're interested in finding out more about that guild program and how maybe you might be selected in the future, go to the Dungeons & Dragons website, dungeonsanddragons.com, search for Dungeon Masters Guild Adept Program. There's also some information on dmsguild.com itself on that, but it's going to be a program that we do kind of every book release probably, and get more people involved in creating some fun stuff and also making some money from it. That's the important thing. The Dungeon Masters Guild allows creators like you to play in our sandbox and publish stuff for all the gold pieces of the realm. Bum, bum, bum. Neverwinter, Tomb of Annihilation, is out on PC right now. Go download it. It's at playneverwinter.com. It's an action MMO that follows all the storyline that's been happening in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition so far, and Tomb of Annihilation is no different. And I know some people on this very conversation are extremely interested in Neverwinter for many reasons, but more stuff will be coming out there soon. Hi, Erica. How are you doing?
Did you say Neverwinter?
Did you say Neverwinter? Yes,
We've
I did.
got secrets.
We've got lots of secrets.
No big deal. We've got secrets.
I don't know the secrets.
You will. You will know the secrets. Everybody will soon.
I don't know the secrets.
There's, Sean doesn't know the secrets either, so don't worry about it.
Hey,
Just the cool people in the room know the secrets. That's all you need to know.
I don't like to not know secrets.
And Sean's like, I'm turning off the stream. Don't insult the guy that controls the video. All right, that makes sense. I'll tell you later, Sean, and we'll tell you later too, Allie. That's pretty cool, though. But yes, if you're interested in Neverwinter, again, it's at playneverwinter.com. It's on PC right now, but that content will all be coming to Xbox One and PS4 very soon. In fact, I think in the next day or two, they are going to be announcing when that date is. But I don't want to jump the gun about that. So the only way to check that out, Play Neverwinter, and then also on Twitter. I think they're at Play Neverwinter on Twitter as well. Sweet. I think I've got enough announcements this time. What do you guys think about that? Are you tired of the announcements so far? There's just so much stuff that we're doing and talking about that I feel like I have to get it out there. Twitch subscriptions are live. That's the one thing I want to repeat from what I did earlier. Thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out with us in the chat. We really appreciate it. I was hanging out in the Maze Arcana chat last night. It was tons of fun. So thank you to everybody who was talking to me then. And we'll be doing more of that as we go forward. And, of course, always improving what the programming is going on in this channel on /D&D. And we'll continue to do more. And we're talking to all of y'all, all the folks that are working on this year's season for the fall, for doing more programming in the fall. So we're really excited about that. And the next thing that's going to be coming up after this is Acquisitions Incorporated, the C Team, will start at 3:30 p.m. today. We're hosting them. They're doing some great content. Jerry Holkins, as I said, has a great announcement coming for you on Friday about what's going to be happening at PAX West for the Acquisitions Incorporated game. And Chris Perkins has been working really hard on that. So it's going to be, I was going to say balls deep, but that seems like a silly thing to say. So it's going to be amazing.
Well, you said it.
Well, I said it already, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it is. It's going to be balls deep. Later on tonight, we, of course, are hosting our friends down in L.A., our other friends down in L.A., I should say. Critical Role will be back, and we're hosting them. And then tomorrow, High Rollers Uncharted Territory starts at 12 noon. They'll be playing for 2 hours. Mark Holmes and the gang are continuing their run through everything they've been doing. And then Dragon Friends returns at 7 p.m. Pacific time. They will, of course, be doing it Australian time at noon. I love the fact that they have to wake up hungover and do stuff. So that's one of my favorite things, is listening to Australians hungover try to be funny, because it makes it even more funny for some reason. I don't know. I just love it. But we're talking to them about changing up time slots, perhaps. Let us know any feedback you have about them if you ever been able to watch the Dragon Fronts thing. We feel like 7 p.m. Pacific time on a Friday night may not be ideal for RPG watching. I don't know, just throwing that out there. Let us know what you guys think in the chat during when we're showing that, or just anytime. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Greg Tito. I answer as many questions as I possibly can about Dungeons & Dragons or everything we're doing here on the Twitch channel, so please message me there. And then, Allie and Rachel, where can other people find out about you and what you're doing?
Our website is girlsgutsgloryrpg.com. And we're
Is there
also
a question mark at the end of that?
No, there's not. That was a Ron Burgundy moment.
Stay classy.
GirlsGutsGloryRPG.com is our website. You can also find us on YouTube at Girls Guts Glory, Twitter, Instagram, Girls Guts Glory, Facebook. We're all there.
And you can also catch us at TwitchCon this year.
Yeah!
What?
We're going to be there.
That's so cool. I didn't know that.
Details to come.
Yes.
We have no idea what we're doing.
TwitchCon's in San Francisco, right?
No, it's
Long Beach
down here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. We'll be live.
Maybe
We'll do it live.
F it, we're doing it live.
F it, we're doing it live.
Yeah. That's October 20th? 4th?
Yeah. 19th through 21st.
19th through... Nice. Way to go, Allie.
We'll be on the 21st.
Calling that from the brain pan. That was good. I got it added into my notes of stuff to start talking about. That I actually might be in LA that day for something else, but it's a good time to dovetail with people who are going to be in there for that. So that's exciting. Super cool. And what about following you guys personally? Where are you guys at on the Twitters on your own?
Everything, all my social media handles is go_NINO. Just my last name.
Go, Nino.
Go, Nino. Go, Nino.
Go, Nino.
Go, Nino.
I am Sunny Seeley. Seeley. Sunny like my personality.
You were holding on to that one for a long time.
Yep.
Nice.
I when I changed it, I don't remember what it was before. I changed it recently, and I was like, why the fuck did I change it to Sunny Seeley? That doesn't fit me. But there it is.
Phonetically, it's nice.
Yeah.
You were watching a lot of Always Sunny in Philadelphia episodes at the time.
Yeah.
Perhaps you were trying to do like an unseelie pun.
Yeah.
Fun.
Some kind of Irish fairy joke. I don't know.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, she's Seeley Ray.
Yeah.
R-A-E.
Yeah.
Oh. Right? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you ever do change it again, you should change it to Fun Seeley.
Fun Seeley.
If it's not already taken, but. Oh yeah, sure. You won't at all.
I'll do that.
That's a bold-faced lie.
I'll do that, Greg. I will totally do that. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're gonna leave you guys with a preview of. Is this the last episode? Episode 10 is the last episode. Is that right?
10 is the last. Next week is the last one.
So here's the super awesome extended preview that we need to download extra times, but we think we got it ready to go, right, Sean? We're ready to go. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for calling in and talking to me, and we're going to do even more next week. Do we know? Sujata's going to be back next week if she doesn't have a job. And then who else is going to be joining us? Kim?
I am.
You are? Okay, good. Sweet.
Yeah.
Allie and Sujata back again. Making it happen. There will be dance moves. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Great. Well, here we go with the preview for episode 10. See you guys next week.
Thanks,
you guys.
Greg.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
So you found the lost city of Omun.
Lala, look out!
It lets out a cry. This is for Valindra 19!
I can't do shit at a range.
I think we picked the right guide. You sit with the toad.